want it. That's how we flaunt it. All them niggas and them want it.
You wanna know? Yeah. They never know some have to spell it. WTS. What's the scoop?
What's the scoop?
Fun, factual, fun, and unbiased. Your girl TIFAN.
We cook them. Rice, yes. Check out what's the scoop. Chang.
All right.
Next. Level. No, man, I couldn't hear myself.
Man, I tell you, man, what a I mix, man.
What? Man, tell you, like me, I say, I want to do pop.
Yeah, what,
huh? Pop?
Yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome to What's the Scoop in 107s. I'm Kishima Francis.
And I'm Courtney Mack in the building another Saturday, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Loud and proud, you understand?
When I say big up to the entire team, big up to DJ Lollipop in the building with a hot mix.
What going Lollipop, what you deal with? Check the microphone and these things, yeah, man.
Yeah. When we say hot mix in a pop, I level me a talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, a while ago, me there far from the mix sign, because you know me, I do a million things.
Yeah, Papa do a whole lot of things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Jaja, I apologize. They said one Papa, I should have known.
Yeah. I'm a multitask
Them should have known.
Yes, he pray.
You know what I mean? Big up to all the persons locked in, you know what I mean? And, all the persons, of course, whether you're in a taxi, in your own vehicle right now, you're traveling on the road, we say, don't know, big up yourself. Big up to all the persons at the barber shop right now. And the ladies, never that hairdresser, big up on herself, too.
You know who I want to big up? I want to big up to the vendors them right now within the IRIE FM yard, and them get them goods together and them sort out them stall. Cause you know tomorrow.
Loud, we are talking about, man, the place to be, you understand?
Toot.
Well loud, the IRIE FM courtyard, you understand? And if you look out there from now, you really think, say, boy, you know what I mean, the event start from tonight. Well,
you know what, Mark? That's a fitting way to get into the dish. Why don't you give us a pictorial of the yard now? Collision spoke to us earlier today, but I know that what heap of things go on now.
All right, so hear me out now. You see, right now, when I drive in just now, you can see where you see the different, you know what I mean, persons who are going to have their different crafting, different
craft and food
things, you know what I mean, who are going to sell them juice, who are going to make sure, say, boy, you know, have them different, clothing, whatever it is. They see the different stalls and booths and all these things. Persons are, making themselves all settled in, and now we see where, things are taking shape. You understand? The stage is up and running and pretty good, pretty awesome. Logistics looking good, you know what I mean? Everything is looking fine as it relates to, what can be anticipated to come tomorrow. And you could see
just the gates them for open.
No, listen, before me even remember, just inside me I deal with right now. The decor on par, you know what I mean? You don't know a real Marcus Garvey vibration. You understand? By the way, big up Errol same way. You know
one Errol in a Murdoch.
You see me I talk about. And guess what going on? Now, driving in, like if you're passing IRIE FM right now, you think say it's a big thing I go on tonight. Not even tomorrow, just tonight. Because preparations hype on right on the side entering, of course, to the entrance of IRIE FM well loud already. You like out there is happening right now.
And Mac, we know that outside of IRIE FM, like across the streets and along the roadways, you will get the vibe that something is about to happen because people will converge, sleeping bags, you name
everything out, man.
People already have come out. So you're seeing that as well on the outside.
Can I tell you something?
Of the station.
Chances are, later on, chances are somebody probably can pass and get a sip. Chances are. You understand? To all the thing look right now. Chance, all right, see that? See, Kemar just a sip ready right now. You understand?
Oh, a sip ready right now.
Yeah.
Them way there.
If somebody feel like they want to wash off them heart.
Atmosphere. That's what we used to.
Yeah,
you know?
Man. If you want to wash off your heart right now, you can get some good coconut water right now.
Oh, gosh.
Just pull up right at the side of IRIE FM. You understand?
It's an icy cold jelly.
Yeah, man. Remember, say, I really tomorrow everything good for really roll in. But we just tell you all the amount of things we sort out.
No, and we guess it, Mark. We feel the vibe because you don't know.
Yeah. So
and in terms of the weather, you're getting the vibe. Should people walk with their umbrella or because sometimes you're blessed with a little showers. What's that like?
So judging from today's weather conditions in Ochi, beautiful weather today. We must say beautiful weather. You know what I mean? Very nice, you know what I mean? And nice for the vibe. Nice for the vibe. So
they say nice like your lavender shirt.
Just cool, man.
Polo.
Psycho.
Yeah, it worked. Oh,
So,
yeah.
well, thank you. You know what I mean? But yeah, nice like that. You know, so we're expecting just the same kind of weather tomorrow. And you know, if it is that's the case, it's gonna be awesome. You know what I mean? So beautiful weather, like I said, and the atmosphere is great, and you know, we're just looking forward for a wonderful time in celebration for Marcus Garvey's celebration tomorrow. And it's only fitting to say, you know what I mean, big up of course to
Chad Young, yeah.
Chad on
because
this
you know
day.
today's have been Chad's birthday as well. And
you
for
know
people
what I
who don't know, Chad Young is the son of Carl Young. So absolutely gone but not forgotten.
Could have never.
No, absolutely. And just to give our listeners, you know, an idea, tomorrow, of course, you know, the Marcus Garvey celebration will be celebrated under the theme, social justice and civil rights. We have a voice, make us a part of the decision-making process. Kicks off tomorrow, IRIE FM Courtyard. To give you an idea of some of the speakers on the bill, we have Minister David Mohammed. He's author, teacher, and Trinidad and Eastern Caribbean representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. We also have Attorney at Law Bert Samuels, Youth Representative on National Reform Committee, Sujay Boswell, Mayor Michael Belnavis, Councillor Eugene Kelly, and President of the UNIA Kingston chapter. We're talking about Stephen Golden. And in terms of the live performances, Mac, talk to us about that lineup.
All right, so the lineup for the live performances, we're talking about the likes of Ezron, Anthony Cruz will be there as well, West Rock will be there, Loyal Flames will be there.
Woot, woot.
Yep, DYCR will be there.
Fire.
Mr. Chandler himself, you know what I mean? Of course, Delaware Chandler. KKI will be there. Mackie Conscious will be there. Munga Honorable will be there.
Nice. I heard Iwayne was added to the lineup.
There you go. So, you know, Firebone Agagwan. You understand? Jadan, Sativa the Black One. Bongo Herman, of course. Bubbles Man. Teflon will be there. Naki Wela.
Bonnie Wheeler's son.
O'Keefe. Listen. So many entertainers, so many persons who are going to pass. You know, we have to big up, of course, the host as well. Chuka and Isis going to be representing for that too, you know what I mean? So,
and you know, Kabu kick things off as
early.
Usual at 6 a.m. with the Africa Forum and black
early.
music. You know, Muta going come in and do the black music. So, you know, that is definitely something to look forward to.
Awesome vibe. You know,
and gates open at 6 a.m.
You understand? So persons,
you know, so
look here.
you want to turn up.
I just say, you know, you can pass through and get a thing from outside, but really and truly only can come in tomorrow. You understand?
Yes.
So tomorrow it's the official time as early as 6 o'clock. You heard we mentioning it, and of course, if you're listening to the nation's #1 all week, we've been telling you that this is how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So it's a wonderful vibe in celebration of our first national hero, Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Yes. And like Kabu and the team would say, Mwalimu Marcus Mosiah Garvey. So exciting stuff, you know. So make sure you turn out tomorrow. Utsamak, you'll be there tomorrow, like by 5 o'clock.
Well, you know the Shreps, you know, we don't know about what time, but yeah, you know the Shreps, yeah, yeah. But definitely, you know, we have to celebrate Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and like you
absolutely.
said, you know, one of our first national heroes, and I mean, you know, kudos to us for always making sure that this is, you know, one of the
ongoing,
events. Yeah,
and we will implore like persons who are coming out tomorrow. It is something that we've spoken about, you know, like after the event sometimes you see like the extra garbage and stuff. The cleanup process is very hectic. So we say to people, dispose of your garbage properly. You know, yes, we're coming together for the unification of the black race, and we feel motivated and uplifted. But you know, deal with them little aspects there too, you know, like dispose of your garbage properly, and also check your attitude and how you communicate with people and to people. You know, just come from a place of peace and understanding and love. You know, let love be the thing that
sprinkle a little love when you go through the gate.
Fuel your energy.
Yeah.
Because we know when we're in the thing, fire burn and it, but
And before you reach, sprinkle a little love on yourself too.
Yeah, man, love.
Make sure you have some
and
inner
dash of love. You can do it like Salt Bay.
Yeah. But yeah, you understand?
A little love,
and guess what? Most importantly, great energy.
Yes.
You understand?
And that why enders.
Yeah, right, true.
All right, so what else is in the dish, Mac?
Yeah, all right. So guess what going on? A couple things in the dish, but here we're going. So what we understand, of course, Vybz Kartel, he's in St. Vincent and the Grenadines,
right?
As you know, several persons saw him going on a private jet yesterday, and many persons were wondering where he was heading off to, because definitely we knew that there was no performance in the making until December 31.
Yes.
You understand? So, yeah, it's out. And, based on what we saw on the different posts that he's making on social media, he's, getting ready to take on his health as it relates to his fight with the grave disease. And, yeah, by all indication, it seems like he's working on. We saw him where he's in the gym working.
In the gym, yeah.
So, I mean, for me personally, I mean, this was always the number one thing that I would have hoped that he went in terms of direction, to just make sure him take care of his health and spend time with his loved ones and family at this time. You know what I mean? Yeah, other things you can always do once you're healthy, you're good. You know what I mean? And when you look at him physically, you obviously know that, he needs to take care of himself right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And as you even see him through social media too, you can see like the cartel that we know is slowly
day by day,
in comparison to, and this is just what we're getting through his phone screen, based on what he's posting.
Yes.
If you check from when he was released, you can see the steady and gradual progression. May not be like speedy, but if you pay close attention, you can realize that there is some progress there, and that in itself is good.
Yeah, man. In compared to July 31. And and now you can definitely see, even as it relates to his vocals, sounding a little bit more stronger,
more like himself,
than when he just was
and,
out.
And still more cartel in the dish, Mac. Collision and I, we were talking about it today. Of course, his concert date is set for December 31. Do you foresee that roughly 4 months is adequate time for him to be in tip-top shape, 1, and 2, just be ready to hit the stage, running and jumping and prancing around to deliver an epic set to his fans?
All right. Honestly, that was a concern of mine too. As it relates to that. Listen, I probably would have to see how much he is probably within a month time in terms of how he's looking. I know right now with the cartel that I'm seeing through the phone screen on social media, definitely I know fitness, him really not fit right now. Him unfit. Yes, that. And I think, after, right now at the stage, if Kartel jump in one song for 5 minutes, I know him I go breathless. So I'm hoping that 4 months is enough for him to be, on a level where he can give us a performance.
A great show.
Yeah.
Something else, like we were talking about too. We know that Kartel is very strategic, and he was released on July 31 after spending 13 days behind bars. So 3-1, 1-3, and now the concert is set for December 31, 3-1 again. So if you're into numerology, then you're wondering like, okay, 3-1, 1 and 3, well gone.
Yeah.
Or is it just mere coincidence? But
but so my add to that, right? So I wasn't analyzing it from that perspective. What I was analyzing it from was that the fact that, by all indication, it seems like a lot of Jamaicans and a lot of persons who celebrate dancehall and, of course, are fans of Vybz Kartel will spend New Year's Eve at the concert, because it's clearly a situation where they will ring in the new year. January 1 will come with them at Vybz Kartel concert. So I am now wondering about all the promoters who
normally put on New Year's Eve events, and not just promoters who put on New Year's Eve events, but yes, initially Sting had a concern with Vybz Kartel's December date. Their event this year, 3 days, 26, 27, and 28. Is it that they're still feeling some type of way that Kartel's show is December 31? Will we see Unruly Fest this year, because that usually takes place in St. Thomas around the December time frame? As well. Is that something that Popcorn will pull the brakes on? what's the thinking? And then, like you mentioned, you have quite a number of promoters who put on New Year's Eve events, but then you have different types of New Year's Eve events, right?
Yeah.
You have those that you dress up and you're all fancy and Happy New Year, you're knocking your champagne glass.
Yeah.
And then you have those when you say, set good like the ice in a freezer. So, let's see what happens. But to each his own ultimately.
Yeah, I'm also seeing some events that, some promoters have changed their dates already. And, typical events that would have been December 31 are now going to December 29 or December 28, So, it's an interesting thing as it relates to what's going on. But if you ask me,
yes.
Anywhere in December would have been like, I'm seeing where it would have been a threat to Sting, any date at all, whether the 1st of December or the
do you think it makes somewhat a difference in terms of before Kartel had announced his date or even released from prison, Sting would have outlined that they are considering tweaking the event itself, to now transform into a 3-day event.
Yeah.
It now comes down to how that is packaged and presented.
Yes.
And if people are feeling like, okay, this is value for money. So those are things that they may want to look into. And do you think it will put a damper on what they're doing? Because I think there's a beach party element that is included in it, in addition to a stage show.
Well, like one of the promoters, I gather Mr. Leng's son did mention that,
Tahir.
Yeah, Tahir, that, once you keep an event in December, it's like war, especially a dancehall event as it relates to promoters. So I gather from that, the fact that Kartel is keeping an event in just in the month of December is not necessarily the best taste from a promoter's perspective, and for want of a better Sting promoters as well, because they're known, of course, as the greatest one-night show as it relates to dancehall music and promoting the culture as well. So, and I'm sure they would have loved to Kartel, being a part or possibly giving Kartel a night, who knows, being in partnership and so on. So obviously we understand, as it relates to being a part of Downtown Entertainment and Scatter and Joe, we see where, the contract was signed. So we clearly know all the persons involved so far. And, I know this is also, possibly a little, underground thing happening as it relates to
a quiet war.
In terms of promoters and so on. What I mean? So, overall, any promoter would somewhat feel some sort of way. You know what I mean?
But in truth, you can't tell an individual what to do, or when to put, when to stage your event, or because you have December already, they should go to January.
And quite possible the promoter in January, if that was the case, Kish, the promoter in January would be
which is Tony Rebel, for example. Rebel Salute, he may have an issue to say. And I know, because wasn't Buju's concert like January 1?
January 1, yes, at that
and
time.
And you did have, I think, Rebel Salute, they may not have come and said something openly, but of course they would feel some type of way, because it was a similar situation where, yes, Buju had his concerts at the National Stadium, but still in a central spot, exactly the same venue as Rebel Salute. So
Absolutely.
No promoter don't own any month. And I think it could have been a situation, say, for example, Kartel had selected Boxing Day, then that would have been very, very telling. Even though you have people thinking that, why didn't he do it on January 7 for his birthday? And at that point, you may have Rebel Salute, that usually happens around the 16, 14, thereabout. So where you go, brother?
And, to listen, Kartel, at the end of the day, I mean, he has, he can make whatever decision he feels is the decision he wants to make. Who knows? He might have other plans for January 1st, 2025, leading on for the rest of the year. So, it's unfortunate for, persons who are viewing it in that regard as it relates to promoters and so on. But, I mean, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do,
All I can say is that patrons, will win
Yeah.
in this situation, because we went from a space where there weren't enough events, because we're coming from, when it comes to December, you have all these events from campfire, this, that, you know, it's just like a lot of events too. It dwindled down to where now it was only Sting, then Unruly Fest. We used to have GT Taylor's Christmas Extravaganza. I mean, it
On the
used to be
25th,
really
yes.
festive,
Yeah,
you know, with a
absolutely.
lot of events
The
from
serious
patrons
shows.
to choose from, right? So
man. From
we have seen where
Clarendon.
that dried up following, especially the pandemic,
Yeah.
and then even with Jams and JCap and promoters talking about their exorbitant fees, so it got to a space now where events were short. So now that people have more things to choose from,
Speaking of fees, you know, so of course, you know, a lot of persons on social media having a field time as it relates to somewhat, you know, wanting to, you know, sell an arm or a leg to attend
them lucky. You know, sell a
the
tea.
event. Yeah, I understand, because you know
I heard
clearly.
somebody say, asking for a friend, how much would people pay for a cousin?
Yeah. You know, so
Crazy.
you know, persons are thinking it's gonna be a hefty sum, and you know, some persons are prepared to say, hey, whatever price is the admission, I'm ready. You know, and you know, so interesting times. I mean, they're yet to confirm the venue, and they're also yet to confirm the.
Do you think the
admission.
venue will make a huge difference? Like, say, for example, Kingston versus a central space like Plantation, Cove.
Yeah. I'm dissecting. I'm saying it's either one of two.
National Stadium,
Yeah,
Plantation, Cove.
One of two. Yes. I'm not
You
sure if
know,
he will think
we're-
about Mobe. You know, I'm not
No,
sure.
I think Montego Bay is a little
Yeah.
out of reach. So too Negril.
I'm in
you
the
know,
middle
so-
or to the east side. You understand? So it's either the
I am
National
more
Stadium.
seeing it happening in the middle, but then again, you never know.
You know what I
They're probably looking at, in terms of capacity,
Yeah.
central venue versus Kingston venue.
A lot of
You
things.
know,
I mean,
like,
it should be
so-
like I'm very interested to hear about the venue. And even more than the actual price, you know, of the admission.
Maki, I want to know the price. I want to know the admission, and I'm hoping that it is affordable. One person on social media shared that, yo, the way people are chant and are rally around vibes, I think his first event should be free for all Jamaicans.
No,
you know,
sir.
so people. Of course, I don't agree with that,
no,
but
sir.
I'm just saying that to say people have, you know, their different opinions, and, you know, while they're joking. And I think he too just picked up on that, because before even his release, people started this whole notion like they're going to be selling their house and selling their cars just to go to a Vybz Kartel concert. And
You know,
he
that's
picked up on
serious.
that and use it.
Yeah, no, that's serious.
Because Maka said it, Morgan.
You're mad?
I'm like, Mark, what?
Yeah.
Put a pop for sale.
Pop, he might have to speak for himself.
It's a pop.
Yeah, Pop
Can
have to
put
speak
you
for
for
himself.
sale
Yeah, I
and
mean,
touch out at the Cartel concert.
Yeah, I understand. So people are saying that kind of thing. But I honestly believe, I mean, I'm honestly believing that it should be anywhere within that figures as it relates to, for example.
Similar to the Chris Brown concert situation.
Or maybe a reggae songfest.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Yeah. But hey, make we see what go on.
Make we see.
Yeah, but
what
I mean-
else is in the dish we're talking of?
Man, tell you. You think we should give them more dish?
I think we can put the dish out the way.
Yeah, we should.
And
walk
get
it.
into
Yeah,
the
I
big up. We
yeah.
can do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So we could
All right,
start with
dash.
pop now.
All right, kick things off. Big ups, burnouts. It's What's the Scoop. Pop, what's the big up this week?
Yeah, I know I want to big up the whole Charleston this week. I know they did day up there last night and it was a good joy.
Yeah.
Understand? So,
Really?
yeah, big up all of Charleston, big up Fire Trees.
Cheese, big up yourself, fire cheese
Big
every
up,
time.
big up Charleston.
All toxic family and thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What a family.
Cool, man. All right. So you said that a big up?
Look,
Yeah, man.
All right,
My
cool.
big up that.
Cool. Kish, oh yeah, big
all
up.
right. You know, I just want to big up all the IRIE listeners who are coming out to the Marcus Garvey celebration tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw any of the messages, but through the text line, you had persons saying that, yo, me go link up this person at the Garvey celebration. So they're planning to link up and meet each other just from hearing, text messages on a regular basis. So I want to big up those people who, have that camaraderie, have that little vibe, and are a part of the IRIE FM family. So big up yourself, safe trod, and Mac we see at 6 o'clock.
No, not 6. But you understand? Yeah, so overall, my big up for this week, you don't know. I just want to big up some of the vendors, then we will say outside, I get them thing together. You understand? And, they're ensuring that, persons who attend will be able to, get them things here and there, whatever you like, you'd be able to have access to it as it relates, the culture vibes, different kind of energy and these things. Big up the roots, man, them when we see out there, pack out to want to sort out themselves, So tomorrow, if you plan to buy some roots and all our vibes, you know the thing.
Yeah.
All right. So big up the vendors, them. Right. So you understand?
Yes. Yeah.
All
right. So big ups out the way. Time for the burnout. You don't know. Life is about balance. Negative and positive. Pop, what's the big burnout?
No one burn out some people where probably them not like something or somebody and them try to encourage somebody else to not like it too. Yeah.
Hey, sir. You said that.
Gosh.
You said that way a while ago.
Burn out them people there,
Yeah, man. You said that way a while ago.
It's deep and
solid
it go from friendship, workplace to relationship. I mean, it's very, very vast.
No, man, listen, that burn out there a while ago. Yeah,
Pop, can you repeat it again for the people in the back that weren't paying attention?
Yeah, I want to burn out some people where them not like something, to them not like it, them try to encourage somebody else say, don't like it either, I hate it.
Yeah, just because them personally
because
don't like it.
Personal.
And burn out them weak out there too,
We accept it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to burn out them weak out there because you have a firm in yourself.
Yeah, you have some people, them just, when you just tell them just say, oh, you don't like it, all right. True, you don't like it, you don't like it. No, you don't have a mind of your own.
Exactly. You have to burn out them people that too. Because at the end of the day, when you dissect it, them are part of the problem.
I have some people that will say them not like a particular person. You ask them why them not like a person, them can't give a good reason.
Yeah, I don't know. True Pop not like them. Pop not deal with them, so I just not deal with them.
Friends are
them not like you. Them not get for know you, And they have some people when them know, they must say, John, no, star, I never did know, say I said it.
But I can tell you something. You see them like that, them can't stay.
Make them see what them there.
You think a joke.
Not even
yeah,
move.
Man, them like they can't stay, man.
Right, that's so. We are born Kish.
Well, more about some people where I say, yo, someone burn up and them not touch out and, them have to go party and shell away and enjoy themselves and I shell out the picnic school fee. I shell out the picnic money for buy the back to school books. I want to tell you this. Roughly, you have about 2 full weeks leave to get it together.
A real talk,
Do the maths.
Some people,
check again.
Listen, some people save that for last, You understand? Save it for last, and then them tell us, John, don't start, so we can't find enough I book them. But when I did time for look for you book them, you never did a look.
Yeah, you have to, and we understand them thing that too, like based on even how some people get them pay, based on even how like a partner draw or run and them thing there. But as long as you prioritize what is important, because it don't make any sense like you weren't really there for your child or your children, and when them get big and make it in a life, you say, boy, my big son, that's
Yeah.
When differently, say.
Really, yeah.
You understand? So just do the right thing. But just a graze a little bit with the fire car, It's just a warning fire may I send out.
Yeah, man.
Not to burn up yet.
You have some people right now, them plan for the outfit and the ear.
Yes, and the nails.
Them not too ready for your khaki yet. Where you wait, man?
Yeah, man. And sometimes, look here, sometimes you can wear your natural nails, like wearing your natural nails, that's a flex.
Yeah. I mean, the youth get naturally looking good to school.
I'm telling you, Mac, it's a flex.
All right, Kish. All right, Kish. I like what I say. It look good. It look good.
I'm matching your shirt. But no,
nails.
seriously.
I love it. There you go too.
Yeah.
Let me see it again. Do it again. No. Wow. Look
right?
Looking good.
No, but differently. Sometimes the simple things you can embrace it, and the simple things them not too simply. You know, you have to just know how to love you and rock you.
Right,
Yeah,
that's such. Real
might
talk.
burn out that. No, but I burn up the pity them school fee and book list and them thing there. Do the right thing.
All
What's
right.
your burnout,
My
Mark?
burnout, you don't know some restaurant. Not all restaurant, but some restaurant. You understand? You have some restaurant where, you know, you call them like an hour before and tell them what you want. You know what I mean? You make your order because you're on a little
Yes.
Russian thing. So you say you make your
Probably
order.
all
So,
well hungry.
yeah, man. We are say you're raw, man. What you talk about, man? But here we go on now. You make your order all 1 hour, them take the order and everything now, and then you go say, "Bam, and rush in now because you can't wait." You understand? You have a little fasting. And then when you reach them, say, I waited order again.
Jaja.
Another time that them ready to take back the order again. The time they are 1 hour you give them, you know. You understand? So me I burn out them people where, you know, persons order, especially all a steam fish or something like that. And you know what I mean? And then when you reach now, them say, hey, you know, me never did get it.
Yeah,
Tell
that-
me
that
back because
liquors.
no, you know, when
And
person
not just restaurants, you know, like
Yeah.
sometimes you'll have appointments and you make it to your appointment, whether it's a hair appointment or a nail appointment. And when you get there, it's like somebody else is in the chair.
When are
and
your
they're
time?
acting like you didn't have an appointment.
Right, and Kish don't tell us that she'll put on lavender and you're supposed to gear up a lavender
You
on her
understand?
nails. Sure. But
All right, but up. All right, so now we have the big ups and the but outs out the way. Overlook collision.
make we know, signal. You know, so we're good, you know. We're good.
And what kind of silent signal?
Yeah, man, we're
that-
good now. It's a Marcus Garvey. You understand? But he would allow that. You understand?
Okay,
Anyways,
okay.
we're ready.
Are we ready?
Yeah, man.
Radioland, are you ready?
Internet peeps, are you ready?
Name of
Marcus Garvey artist, Duane Stephenson.
Saturday night again.